Ah! I thought he dyed it! Nobody told me that it was a natural thing that he could pass on to his son. Oh, what am I gonna do, Basil? I just don't want to be like him.
Peter, please calm down. It's just a strain of hair.
I know, but... Basil, it's been 3 years now. I was just starting to move on from that. From him. Now I have a constant reminder that I don't belong here.
Peter, of course you belong here. And some weird white streak in your hair isn't gonna change that. Okay?
Thanks.
Well, I guess we should head downstairs for breakfast.
Yeah. Basil?
Yeah?
What do you think happened to him after that? I was just thinking that maybe he's still out there somewhere. Planning.
Maybe he is. Colton did say he would have a backup plan. But let's not worry about that, okay? You're safe here with Mom and Dad and me. Besides, if he does decide to show his face again, we'll be prepared.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks a lot, Basil.
Do you remember that strange kid I met in the...
Hey there, Basil. Do you remember what day it is today?
Oh, hey, Nina.
Remind me what's supposed to be happening?
Do you seriously not remember? Today is February 2nd, the anniversary of the big fight we had with... The anniversary of when us two were chosen as Frodo's defenders, remember? We have to fulfill a duty and climb Mount Ratos, where at the top, we will once again summon the legendary...
Yeah, I know what we have to do, Nina.
Oh. Then let's go! Right now!
Right. Those two have an important job to do. The Delwis monarchy was established 130 years ago, starting with Queen Aquila of Viz, who was hailed as a hero by the then native population for turning their land into a prosperous kingdom. She was succeeded by her daughter, Pauletta, who was betrothed to the son of a neighboring kingdom's noble, Prince Florin Latimer? Wait, why does that name sound familiar? After the tragedy that befell the Emergian castle in 1963, Delwis gained a new king in the son of the late Eric Aviz, King Fabio. Fabio was well known as the king who colonized the Fritho region. By his side was a woman known as Lorri Kupe, a Delwisan vigilante who got into trouble for breaking a lot of gender norms. Do they mean Lorri Kupe? No, this can't be the truth. Who was this book published by? Lydia Dalka? Isn't that Nina's last name? Maybe she knows who this Lydia is, or maybe not. I'll ask her later. But this book, I don't get how more people haven't read this. I would have thought something like this would cause an uproar. No, I'm so sorry. Are you... Oh, it's just you, Nina. You were pretty fast. Who won the fight?
Basil did.
Hey, at least that just makes it a tie now. Maybe you'll beat him next year.
Yeah, you're right. I'll be sure to train extra hard so I can beat him. Although, I guess I do that all of the time.
I guess. Oh, hey, since you're here, can I ask you a favor?
What do you need?
I know this is a weird question, but do you know anyone named Lydia Dalka?
Wait, seriously? Lydia's my mom. Why do you ask?
Wait, she's your mom?
Yeah?
What I meant to say was, I found this book, and I was curious. It had her name on it. Did you know about this?
So this book is saying that Lorri Kupe was a member of the invaders. Great. Whoever is lying here is going to be in trouble. Especially if it's my mom. She knows how much I look up to Lorri.
That power you used with Toll all 3 years ago. Lorri Kupe was able to unlock that power too. Nina, maybe you should talk to your mom. She seems to know a lot about the Delwis region.
Well, yeah, because she was probably there to experience it. But yeah, we should talk to her.
Wait, we?
Yeah, you want to know the truth too, don't you? So you're going to talk to her with me.
Oh, alright.
Hi, Mom. I brought a friend over. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah, sure. That's fine.
Hi. I'm Peter. Peter Palm.
Oh, right. Nina's told me a lot about you.
She has? Is something bad?
No, of course not. You've been a really good friend to her, haven't you? She never stops talking about you and Basil. She doesn't really have any friends besides you two.
Hey, that's not true. I have plenty of other friends besides them.
Well, if it's any help, you're my only friend too. If you don't count Basil.
Ugh, I'm going to make some tea. I'd rather you talk about me whilst I'm not right in front of you.
Oh, can you make me a coffee? You know the way I like it.
Yeah, okay. Peter, do you want anything whilst I'm there?
I'll just have some juice, please. So you probably know everything about me already. Especially how I'm kind of,
Wyatt's son.
yeah. Anyway, there's this book we found.
Peter, wait. Why did you suddenly bring up Wyatt?
It's a stupid streak in my hair. I can't stop thinking about him every time I look in the mirror. I'm scared that one day I'm gonna look in the mirror and see his face. I don't want to end up like him. I don't want to hear about him. I don't want to think about him. I don't want to be him. I just want to...
Hey, Peter, look at me. It's going to be alright, okay? Wyatt is gone. He can't hurt you anymore.
I'm sorry. It's just been destroying me ever since I woke up this morning.
Peter, I'm sorry, but there's no escaping the past. I've done some bad things in my past, and they still haunt me every night. But eventually, you learn to live with it and move on.
Nina's mom, are you feeling okay? You looked pretty scared when you spaced out just now.
Oh? Sorry, I zoned out there for a second. And please, just call me just call me Lydia, sweetie.
Alright, Miss Lydia. Are you sure you're alright?
As I said, I probably understand what you're going through more than anybody else. I also have a past that I ran from. Someone that I ran from. And I'm scared he's gonna come and find me.
Huh? What do you mean, Miss Lydia? Who would be... But it doesn't make any sense. If I assume you're telling the truth, and you were there, I mean, looking at the book again, you're basically suggesting that...
Well, I think you understand now. I am Lorri Kupe.
You're Lorri Kupe?
Well, you're probably wanting an explanation. I imagine there's a lot you'd like to ask me.
That's an understatement.
It's best if I start from the beginning. I was born in the Delwis region, and as a rebellious teen in the 60s, I ended up getting into trouble more often than not. But somehow, I was able to attract the attention of the current royal at the time, King Fabio. Instead of punishing me, he offered me a position as his royal advisor, believing my skills would be useful to the empire. And so, after a few years, he entrusted me to begin my own colony. And I chose the Fritho region. I was led to believe that nobody lived there. But after I met Tohowal, I began to see how King Fabio had lied to me. But he wasn't the only one trying to stop me from discovering the truth. He assigned me a partner of sorts. My first mate on the ship, his name was Nicholas Mata. He vowed to finish what I started, and he must have told King Fabio. And before I knew it, a war had broken out. I couldn't stop them. They were using Tohowal as a weapon to win the war, and it upset Listani, or I guess his name is Veneliz now. He grew berserk and ended up fleeing, leaving the natives defenseless. I was able to use Tohowal's Sonetic Burst power, and together we sealed Veneliz away in his cave. Tohowal then left with the medallions, but it wasn't enough. The colonization was completed only a few weeks later, and I was dragged back to Delwiz to atone for my crimes. At first, I thought they were going to kill me, but they didn't. In reality, I was given a fate worse than death. I was forced to comply with Nico's wishes, and, well, eventually, I couldn't take it any longer. I fled back to Fritho as soon as I could, taking you and April with me. I changed my identity as soon as I found out that I'm considered some kind of hero here, and that's the story.
This Nico, did he hurt you?
Now I understand what you mean about our stories being so similar. So that must mean that Nico is...
He's our father, isn't he? So that's why you never talked about him before. Does April know?
She does. I just wasn't expecting you to find out on your own. Where did you even find that book?
The library in the Gentian Museum?
I assume the other copies must have been destroyed.
Well, thanks for telling us, Nina's mom.
Please, it's just Lydia.
It's going to be okay, Mom. If that psycho decides to show his face again, he'll have to face the power of one of Fredo's defenders. I'm not going to let him mess with this region any more than he already has.
Nina, I just thought of something.
That's dangerous.
Well, I was thinking about how Delwis invaded Fritho, right? And that must mean a lot of Delwisan people live here now.
Huh, I guess that could be true.
So, I was thinking about how it's probably likely that Wyatt was Delwisan. Does that make sense?
Maybe that's why he was so mad when he found out about all this stuff. He felt lied to, in a way. Assuming that he didn't already know his parents were Delwisan.
But that's just a theory.
You know, I think that one day I'd like to run a library like this.
You think?
Yeah! All sorts of different books from all over will be in it. And maybe a few of them could be written by you and me. And then everyone can come to the library to read our research on topics like these. Wouldn't that be cool?
Us?
Yeah? It would be fun to spend more time together, like this. It's okay if you don't want to, though.
No, that would be fun. Nina? Do you mind if we could maybe, I don't know, could we just go on a walk tomorrow? Just the two of us?
Yeah, we can do that.
I thought it'd be fun for us to check this place out again. It's been a while. I usually only come here when Mom needs help with work.
You know, even if 3 years ago wasn't so great, we still had some fun moments, right? This is the place where we first became real friends. You didn't judge me at all despite our disagreements. I really appreciate that about you.
Yeah?
Speaking of which, Peter, can I ask you something? What was life at Cyberlabs like? You don't need to go into details. I'm just curious.
It wasn't so bad. It was nice when I was younger. Wyatt used to actually talk to me. Ashley was always there to cheer me up. The scientists there were usually nice to me when they weren't being mind controlled, but in hindsight, maybe I should have seen the signs that something was wrong a lot sooner. Then maybe I could have stopped him. I don't know.
Peter, none of that was your fault. You couldn't have done anything. You couldn't have known. Trust me, I know a lot of this kind of thing from what Mom has told me. Don't you think that she believes she could have done something different? She was caught up in a war where she tried absolutely everything to make it stop, but it never worked. And that wasn't her fault. It's just how things turned out. But in the end, I think things turned out for the better, you know? What she did led to everyone discovering the truth eventually, thanks to you and Basil.
And you.
Yeah, I know. But you get what I mean. There's no use being stuck in the past. All you can really do now is look forward to a brighter future. Wyatt didn't understand that, and that's what led to his downfall.
I guess you're right. Thanks, Nina.
Hey, I was the one who brought this up in the first place. Why are you thanking me?
No, it was nice to hear your opinion of things. You're a lot smarter than you let on.
You think I'm smart?
No, it's true. You are smart.
Well, so are you. You know, it's been really fun hanging out with you like this, Peter. Nobody's been really interested in my hobbies before, so thank you. I can't really explain it, but I really like being around you.
I like being around you too, Nina.
Now come on, we should get back to Flagstown. It's getting late.
Okay. Wait! Are you just going to walk away with no explanation? What was that?
What was that?
You just...
Oh, I guess you got me. Well, I think it's pretty easy to explain. I love you, Peter Palm.
You do?
Of course I do, you idiot. I always have.
I have too, Nina.
Can we be together? Like a couple? Please?
Oh, I was gonna say it.
Well, what's your answer?
I love that, Nina. I love you.
So, does this make Basil my brother now?
We've been dating for like a minute, Nina. You'd have to get married to me for that to happen.
Alright, challenge accepted.